dream, you better wake up and apologize. Orderly. Yeah. Oh.
You shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize.
Sorry. Ironing out the kinks on my Harvey Keitel impression. Didn't see you there. All right. I got another of these great yellow boxes. This one is almost empty. Second one. And it's so empty that it echoes. Yeah. Apologize. All right. So I got some horror comics. Now, about 2 months ago, my friend Big Elbow, he got this lot of books from a friend of his, and he got some of those EC books that Ani is putting out.
Cruel Universe, I guess they're like the EC style. I'm not a real big horror guy, but I do like to have this kind of stuff. I'll read these. I'll keep these and read them for Halloween, see if I like them.
Those, so I did a quick search and I educated myself on the last 2 years. Got a nice Milkis, the Korean milk carbonated beverage, melon flavor by Lottie.
Mr. Riggs said Rinkelati.
Lottie. So, cheers to you. It's a new month. So good. I love to go to the Korean markets. Food. Just get a whole fridge full of Korean market foods. And a whole cupboard full of their snacks. So just go through these real quick. So these started coming out, and Ani's putting them out, but they didn't take any of the old EC titles. They started from scratch, and the first one they were doing was Epitaphs from the Abyss. Got issue 1. So this is my Dark Passenger. Going on eBay and buying like big collections. It's what's filled out my closet so much. I like to just get a run. And a lot of times not that much more to get the full run than the cherry pick this book, that book. But I've read good things about these, and I've read that they're not as good as Pre-Code Horror, so I'm okay with that. These covers are great, though. This person that I bought them from, Epitaphs 2, they picked out all the best covers. Here's Epitaphs from the Abyss 3. And these covers, I'm not going to lie, they're pretty horrifying. They're lit up like with fear and anxiety. Epitaphs 4. And these come out in volumes, so like they'll do 12 issues, then they'll go to like a volume 2. Epitaphs 5. Yeah, I got bit by the horror bug.
Toby Maguire got bit by a spider, but see, me, it was a goat.
That's a cool. I like the moon and the headlight. It's pretty cool. Natural light and artificial light. Some of these are pretty ghastly. Nothing's gonna be like blood and gut. Well, actually, I can take that back. There's a lot of that. But if it crosses the line, I apologize. Apologize if you wake me in a dream. Sorry, I'm just really trying to get that Harvey Keitel voice down. I saw Reservoir Dogs when I was like 12 and I was a changed kid. Taps from the Abyss. 6? 7. 7 from Heaven. Go a little quicker. believe each one of these is 3 or 4 stories. So it's really tropey, fast, come up in stories. It's 8. And unfortunately, if you're doing stories that short, you're not going to have a lot of time for character building. Here is 9. So that's unfortunate, you know. You do like a little time to get to know these people before they have something really bad happen, but you know, Tales from the Crypt style vignette horror. It's kind of my my consuming pastime this year, and I've not gotten really weird about it, you know, and change. Other than my collecting habits, haven't really changed too much, but these are just. I was really glad. Again, I got these like in the dead of winter, and worked out a really, really good deal with the seller. I think it came out to about 40% of cover price. So I don't know. I don't know how people do it, because these have not been read. You know, I know how they do it, because I've been there too. You buy stuff that you really love, you fall on hard times, and well, it's kind of sitting ducks and some years, you know. So knock on wood, I could keep this collection because it's really nice. This one is a little messed up. It makes me think of that movie The Substance. Here we got Torment. Oh, we're on. I'm sorry. We are on to Volume 2. So here's Volume 2, Issue 3, and they do have their storytellers: the Tormentor, the Grim Inquisitor, and the Gravedigger. And these are billed as the horror. Catacomb of Torment, Volume 2. This looks kind of like a love romance, kind of a EC sort of book. But there's something sinister yonder awaits, just past the breakwater. Catacomb of Torment 5. So not too much else going on. Just oh shoot, what am I saying? All right, we entered. Sorry, you can tell I haven't had much time to spend with these. So, Epitaphs from the Abyss is billed as their exercise and terror books, whereas Catacomb of Torment is the horror. So, Torment and horror.
Alright, boss. Got my book here. It's a very good comic. Silver Surfer #1 from the 60s, baby. The story is all about this boy named Norad. And then this big old lad named Galactus says, hey, you gotta go help me hit the planets. You gotta stop him out. And then Norad says, hell no. I don't care if you encompass me in silver. That's my family. You can't tell me what to do. You can take this job and shove it. My copy's about a 5.0 because I got some nuts of cheese on it, baby. I got tired of all the happens around 5.0. No grade better than high grade. Oh, kid, I tell me, baby, tell me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I got my comic and I'm showing it to people. What is it all about? What's me, baby? I don't know. What's it all about?
Now, Fuzzy, don't despair. Everything will be just fine. Just spit your piece and share your books.
I must overcome it. I must show them why Fuzzy Cartel! Fuzzy Cartel! And the bottom line is, I am a man that won't touch it. Alright. Pull myself up. Pull myself up. What the hell? No, this isn't Michael Landon here. I'm out of the cartel, baby. I'll do anything for you. If you wake me in a dream, you better... If you shoot me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize.
Blood Type is their vampire run. Here's book 1, Blood Type. This is called Terror in a Jugular Vein. That's issue 1. Blood Type 2. Excuse me. These are a little out of order. So yes, I did get that one correctly. Let's go to this one first. That's a cool underwater cover. Really, you know, the murkiness of water captured. Not so much from what our eye would make of water, but more a camera. I don't know about you, but when I open my eyes underwater, it's blurry. Blood Type 3. So all kind of vampire-ish stories, or thereabouts, in Blood Type 4. I don't believe they have since expanded upon this first 4-issue run. You can see she's in the sun, and she's a fanged one. This is a one-shot, and it's Shiver suspense stories, and I believe these were all Christmas themed. Here's a variant cover. Yeah, Christmas run. Excuse me. Get that up a little higher for you. This is Cruel Universe. Cruel Universe. This is like their equivalent to Weird Science. Cruel Universe. This one. Really cool covers. I would buy multiple copies of each issue if they were, like, you know, in a $1 box, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't say up front, but these are at least $3.99 cover. Cruel Universe 3. Four. Five. Really nice stuff. And they'll have a lot of like retro covers, like they'll throw like the Wallywood covers up there sometimes. Oh. Shoulders all blocked up. This is volume 2. You can see that they mention as much up top. Volume 2, number 1 of Cruel Universe. I couldn't believe it when I saw these. It's put out by Ani Books, but they're creating this fantasy that EC Books still come out. They're on glossy paper. It would be kind of legit if they were on like old style paper, but what can you do? You gotta kind of use your imagination. Everyone knows, aside from some modern breakthroughs, that it kind of sucks right now. Everyone wants the old stuff. You know, everyone wants their VHS players back. The people that were around for those in the first place. The youngsters, they don't know. They're just, you know, what else? What other frame of reference do they have other than hearing us gripe about it? But aside from being able to do this and maybe stream a movie, I can't help but wonder, like, how much happier we were before we were on the internet, you know? Man. I can't. Volume 2, Issue 3. I can't look at old photos without thinking, gosh, I think like 96, 97, 98, 99, 2001, 2002, like each year, my family, we maybe took like 20 pictures. So there's maybe like 3 or 4 pictures of each year representing where we were at that age. And now it's like each year it's like 4 or 5, 600 pictures. Incredible discrepancy. I will say, it is the best of times. These could be the good old days. Volume 2. We really aren't that far removed from, where they were when EC books were first coming out. I mean, technologically, yeah, but 50, 60, 70 years. It's a single person's lifetime, God willing. Volume 2, Issue 5. I might have rebought that one. These are Cruel Kingdom. Now this is the sorcery stuff. You see, they had fantasy books, high fantasy for a while. It's Cruel Universe. I love seeing that kind of like mystified smoke coming out of that skeleton. Pardon my hands. Just haven't had a chance to scrub the grime. I washed my hands at Denny's, but you need lava to get that axle grease off. Cruel Universe 1, Cruel Universe 2. We're almost through these. Cruel Universe 3. A lot of dinosaurs, huh? Cruel Universe 4. I'm gonna set this aside for Davis because he likes westerns, and just because I've been enjoying it with my brother, I picked up some Creepshow stuff. Here's some trades. Here's Creepshow. This collects issues 5, Volume 1. These are by Image in association with Cartel Comics. I believe that one of these is a Danny story. The artist Danny. I like me and Big Elbow. Here's Volume 2. Volume 2, issues 1 through 5. It's kind of cool. The little display boxes are gloss, and this is kind of a matted finish. You always like that. Some texture on your books, if they're modern books. What am I saying? All my books are modern. I have a big love for the older stuff. I love to see Higgy Pop's shares on 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s stuff. When I restarted my collection, I didn't do it with a lot of money, so mostly was buying new stuff. That's about it for now. Here's my old copies of Something is Killing the Children. 1 through 3 volumes. I'm working on a new collection of those. This is a nice Sam Keith trade of the Howlows. And this is really nice Sam Keith artwork. I don't even know if he'd make the Max look this good if he reworked it. I've heard this is good. Of course, I heard it was good from the person I bought it from. He's like, Yeah, it's great. Buy it. All right, that concludes the EC-ish stuff. Really cheap. Like I said, going forward, it's going to be a lot more expensive for me. Like cover price $4, but I think each one of those came out to about $1.70. So, unless I got really lucky in the Spankies, that was going to be the best I do. I found this for $7 shipped. I did. It's one of my favorite comics of all time. Anytime I see this for under $10 all in, Trent Kanuga's Creed, just my favorite artwork from being that age. He took something from Todd McFarlane, something from Kevin Eastman, something from Sam Key, something from graffiti culture, something from pet stores, and he doesn't even believe how cool this is. In fact, he doesn't even think that's a good logo. Look at that. That lettering's awesome. I still make my C's, R's, and D's and E's. I make all of my letters like that. My writing font was permanently altered from that logo. And Trent doesn't think it's good. Well, Trent's an example of an artist I adored when he was doing pen and ink and digital. He's fine, as a digital artist, but man, give me his handmade stuff every time. I guess the new Big TD Goth GFs issue 6. And I got those in here with. I bought this. I showed this to my bro, and he agreed it was really cool. Another gold cover. I had the search for anything new Frank Miller, and this is like one of the nicest Frank Miller covers in a while. It's a gold cover, as you can see, but it's a little tricky for you to really see what he did there, but it's a nice Miller cover, and it's got the blinds, like that really good shot from The Dark Knight Returns with Two-Face, where he's sitting in there with Harvey, and they're in the shadows and lightning strikes, and for a second the book just looks like Sin City. So, man, I'm really kind of excited for this this little run of like facsimile editions of The Dark Knight Returns. But once again, it's like it makes it so difficult to not buy stuff that you already have, because just been buying Sin City and rebuying it, been buying it and rebuying Dark Knight Returns. Like, I don't know, you never have enough Frank Miller. So that's a really nice addition to the collection. Just keep going, Frank. Fade the haters, Frank. Fade them, man. Whether or not they know it, they've been inspired by your stuff, or they're into people that have been inspired by you. So anyway, here's a variant to the Gothic Girlfriends. If you've been watching for a little while, for at least the last year, I've been working on these Street Fighter cover swipes. This is a borrow from the movie, the Street Fighter movie poster, so that's cool. It's a good movie. Mortal Kombat's better movies, but there was a Street Fighter movie. Right? Matt Martin, he worked a lot with Ben Skyver and Trent at Hall of Heroes Comics. This is the Van Skyver. It's the first appearance of Salamandroid. Got this for, I think, $5, $9.99, or buy 2 get 2 free from this store. So I always, if I buy from this person, I always buy 4. Here's the Matt Martin. Right there. I don't know what this title is. Shimmer? Looks a little bit like Will Sportasio's Wetworks, but just a big Matt Martin fan. I love anything with Snowman or Vortex. Speak of Vortex. This one was a tough one to find cheap. Someone finally listed it for a $5. Vortex, what does that say? Cybersyn? Really cool Velociraptor. Now here's a different cover to Cybersyn. This one features Vortex and it's colored by Jamie Hood. He is a airbrusher. Great Jamie Hood. This is just something I wanted to read. I heard about Cullen Bunn, A Foulness in the Walls. Someone told me that this was like if Cullen Bunn like directed a little indie movie. So I thought that was good. Really cheap on that one. $5 shipped somehow. So Mike Mayhew. I don't know how much Mike Mayhew did on this book, but it's the Joker Harley Criminal Sanity. It's from DC Black. This was on Amazon for $9 shipped. And, oh, actually, no, I think Amazing Comics, but they're on Amazon. Shipped this for a $9. Amazing Comics is a kind of an LCS in Long Beach. Just a trade to the Crow. I recently picked up the Mask trade, so I never read this. I always wanted to. I guess you could say this is an outlaw comic. I don't know the exact parameters on that. I know it's something that Ed Piskor strived to do. It was outlaw comics. So, you know, I think that guy had great taste in a lot of things. Another Sam Keith trade. This time, Zero Girl, The Circle. Quick little glimpse of that. I'm just really enjoying these Sam Keith trades. This one happens to be in color. This is another trade. If I could take a little bit more of your time. I was really excited about this. This is Shadowhawk Chronicles. This is the first 3 volumes, the first character. And this was really cool in black and white. It's obviously the colored artwork, just kind of Xeroxed. But I am a huge supporter of Jim Valentino. I think he's right up there. I mean, those guys kind of all tell you that of the founding fathers, that Silvestri was like the best overall artist. I don't think the Todd brothers said that, but like Jim's like, yeah, out of us, Mark was always the best. But I like Valentino a lot. Here's a little something I talked about with Kyle Rowe, and I also had Amazing Comics send these out. More stuff. I'm kind of sentimental over. 6-7 years ago, everyone was talking about this Ice Cream Man book, and it's just really cool sounding anthology horror. It sounds like this Ice Cream Man sort of frames the stories a lot like the Endless Stew in the Sandman books. So it's each issue is the same creative team, but doing a different kind of story, like a one and done. But there's an overall the framework is ongoing. And here's volume 2 of this hardcover. And issue 1 for volume 1, they got a single scoop and a double scoop for volume 2. So those would look good on a bookshelf. So almost done. I just got one more thing to show. And this is just a little bit of Mendoza stuff. Here it is. He'll do these ultra art covers, and it's it's made to look as though it is a sketch cover. And I never bought a sketch cover from Dan, but this is a capturing the essence of what his sketch covers are. And look at her. Look at the little digits. Kind of cool. So this was actually a painting he did. He sold the painting for too large. See, I can't afford. I would never pay that, but it looks mighty fine on a cover. So that about wraps it up. I got some oversized books. I got some gothic horror stuff. But yeah, that's about it for now. Everyone, I kept it under 30 minutes. I don't have any room on my phone right now. I went to render some editing, and it said I had to erase a bunch of stuff, and I didn't feel like doing that. So I might have to figure out where to move my files to, or just load these up straight up, or just really reduce the quality of the rendering, like take it down to 720 or something. But everyone have a great one, and gosh, warm weather, here we come.
You have something you know to say to me? Apologize.
I'm sorry.
Alright, boy. Just remember, I know. I always know. Apologize.
Okay. Good night, Fuzzy.
Alright, boy. Don't let me take the slide in the good. Good night, brother.
Molly's lips, his